Good day to you, online teachers and lecturers, whatever you call yourself. My name is Dr. Sem Tagawarash. I'm the Dean of the Faculty of Management and Entrepreneurial Sciences at WUA, and I'm also your e-learning instructor. So I'm doing this video in response to a colleague who asked the question, how do I put assignments on Moodle? All right. So I would say for those that are in WUA, they would call it my hope, on my hope or on Moodle. So let's just jump on it and get started. And what you need to do is to get into your page, your course. I'm here at the home page of my particular course, the Project Management in IT. And the first thing to do is to turn on editing. You look at this gear, you go to turn on editing. If you do not do this, you do not get the options to start editing your course. So what you want to do, you scroll to the place where you want to add your coursework. And for instance, in this case, I'm just going to do this just for demonstration purposes. Let's go to part 3, performing projects. I have an option to do what? To add an activity or resource. I click on that. So Moodle gives you an opportunity to choose what kind of activity you are going to add. In this case, it's going to be an assignment, and it's at the top left. So come on, let's do it right away. You click here, and I propose that you must have done some bit of pre-work before you do this. Have your material ready before you get started. Like in this instance, I know I'm going to put the title, and I know I'm going to put the description. So what am I going to do here? I have already prepared this for you. The title, coursework, semester 2 of 2021. If I copy that, I should be able to paste that in the title window like that. I can Control V, or I can type it on, and it's there. So what do? I need to put the body just to describe what my students are going to read when they go on the page. So I can copy all this here. As you can see, I've described this coursework consists of both group and individual work. The group work is meant to be attempted by people in groups of 5. And then the group work is described, what is the word count, and what is the due date. I do the same with the individual work. There is word count, and there is all this stuff. You can add other descriptions, things like what happens to plagiarism, what is the due dates, and everything. But I will warn you in advance that even after putting the due dates and so forth, I'm just putting them for information, but the system has got a facility that will bar you from going past that due date. So let me paste here the body of the instruction. As you can see, it is now here. You may need to do some formatting. Probably you need a gap between the individual work and the group work. If I put some space there, enter, that does it. You probably know that what I've just done here is simply put an announcement, but what is most important is a fuller description. In this instance, I've actually got a file, a full file, and this is here. What I want to put in there, I can drag and drop it here, and voila, it is already uploaded. This is not the only way. You can also browse and attach and upload rather. But the most important thing is, what are the due dates? As I told you that the system has got ways. My hope is ways of saying, like here, the due date for the group work is the 23rd of October. I will go, let me take you to this section of the system here. If I click here, allow submissions from what date to what date. So I can allow submissions not necessarily on the final date. I can allow it within the final week. So I can click here and say anytime from, like I said, I want the 23rd of October to be the final. So I can allow people to start submitting on Monday the 18th, right? And 18th of October, the date, as you can see, is now here. What time? I can say maybe from 8 a.m. onwards. They can start submitting. And the due date, I can now specify the due date here by clicking on that little calendar. I look for the 23rd. I click it. And there you go. Let me say I want them to submit until the last hour, 2300 hours, and at, let me say 15:09 there, just a minute before 12 midnight. And I may also put a cutoff date here. I'm allowed to do that. I can click to enable that or not. I don't think it's necessary in this instance. And then this is for me. I want to be reminded to grade, to do the grading by when. I can click here, and for argument's sake, I should have done that. Let me say by when. I can do that by the 25th or by the 26th. There it is. And I want my reminder to start as early as, let's say, 8 a.m. for argument's sake. And I have all these other options for what, how many uploads can be done. Here I've got one. It's up to you to put more. You've got a drop down arrow there. Maximum size, it's already specified here to be 250 megabytes. And then accepted file types, here we've chosen the doc type, which is all these file extensions that are given here. And after you do that, you have the option to either save and display so that you can have a look at it, or save and return to the course. It's up to you. I have chosen to put the save and return to the course. And at this juncture, colleagues, you can actually see that this has been done. It is now in there, and I can actually be able to get to see how it looks. But before I do that, let me just say this is pretty much what we want to achieve. You have uploaded the course. Your students will see a different view from what I've showed you here. But I hope to show you the other side when we are done with this one.